Ladies and gentlemen, what is William Ruto's game plan with Musalia Mudavadi? That is the question which most Kenyans are currently asking. Because William Ruto is clearly assigning Musalia Mudavadi more roles compared to Rigathi Gachagua, who is his principal assistant. What is his game plan? Yesterday, William Ruto chaired a cabinet meeting at State House in Nairobi. And during that cabinet meeting, William Ruto assigned Musalia Mudavadi additional roles in government. What is his game plan? And for those who follow the politics of this country, just the other day, William Ruto appointed Cleophas Malala as the Secretary General of UDA party. Malala was a member of ANC party, a close ally of Musalia Mudavadi, and just like I explained in one of my videos, that move by William Ruto is actually intended to have Musalia Mudavadi take control of UDA party ahead of merger of all the other political parties in Kenya Kwanza. But what is his game plan? Why do you think the move by William Ruto to assign Musalia Mudavadi additional roles is worrying Rigathi Gachagua? In this video, I want us to look at why the move by William Ruto to assign Musalia Mudavadi additional roles, including taking charge of UDA party through Malala, is worrying Rigathi Gachagua. Before we do that, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Before we proceed, guys, are you willing to learn how to trade in Forex? If yes, check out DT Forex trading website. They offer trading bots with a 93% success rate. They are easy to understand, and they also have detailed educational materials which will help you become a top trader. So visit the website, which is down there, dtfx.pro, to get started. Check it right now, and let us get the feedback how it will go through. Now, let us proceed. Why do you think the move by William Ruto to empower Musalia Mudavadi, both within the government and within his party, UDA party, is giving Rigathi Gachagua sleepless night? Now, let me play for you guys this clip a bit. The day Musalia Mudavadi joined Kenya Kwanza and what William Ruto said on that particular day.
Huyu mungwana Musalia Mudavadi, wakati mambo ni magumu, akiambiwa ya kwamba hawezi kusimama na sisi, yeye alivunja minyororo ya wale watesi wetu, akavunja ngome ya wale ambao wameteka nyara taifa letu la Kenya, na akasema atafanya kazi na Mkenya yeyote bora wanakubaliana kisera. Katika mkutano huu, rafiki yangu Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, I want with a lot of gratitude to thank you for making it possible for all Kenyans to work together. It is your decision and that of my friend Moses Wetangula that has given rise to this new paradigm that Kenyans can work together. And I want to use this occasion, my brother, to tell you, we will pay you in equal measure one day. Hiyo heshima umetuonyesha na sisi tutakuonyesha heshima hiyo siku moja. Asante sana.
Now, during yesterday's State House meeting, William Ruto announced to the cabinet that Musalia Mudavadi will now oversee the performance management across all ministries. Remember previously, Musalia Mudavadi was assigned the duty of assisting the president and the deputy president in coordination and supervision of government ministries. Apart from that, Musalia Mudavadi also chairs and coordinates national legislative agenda across the ministries. What that means is that Musalia Mudavadi is actually the link between the government and parliament. If there's something they need in parliament, it's Musalia Mudavadi. And also, apart from that, another important role which Musalia Mudavadi is currently playing in government is that he oversees the implementation of national government policies. So, for example, if William Ruto intends to conduct a project somewhere, the person who oversees and implements that is Musalia Mudavadi. That role alone will give Musalia Mudavadi an opportunity to tour the country. The only problem is that Musalia Mudavadi is making life very difficult for himself. If you were Ruto, today Musalia Mudavadi would be all over the country. But Musalia Mudavadi is busy opening an office for the wife. Then there was that appointment of Malala. Why do you think that appointment was made? Let me refresh you a bit. William Ruto wants Musalia Mudavadi to take control of UDA party. Remember, the moment Musalia Mudavadi was appointed as a prime cabinet secretary, he stopped being a politician. He's no longer the party leader of ANC party. ANC party was given to some gentleman, I think from Lamu. I think the governor for Lamu, if I'm not wrong, is now the party leader. So which means Musalia Mudavadi is today partyless. So he can easily decide to come back and take control of ANC party, or he can come and clearly just join UDA party, because Ruto is clearing the path for him by having Malala there. Then it will also be able, that appointment of Malala, they can now be able to consolidate the lawyer, because they can now say that UDA is a national party, one of the biggest in the country. At being the Secretary General of that party, it means they'll be able to have control of the party. They can strategically do that. But you know, Musalia Mudavadi is Musalia Mudavadi. The other reason is that by having Malala there, William Ruto is now giving Musalia Mudavadi a reason to actually fold a ANC party. And those things are not sitting down well with Rigathi Gachagua. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua is worried? In case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. I want to make a request to you guys. Please, for this particular one, just for the sake of your love for the channel, press that thumbs up and drop your comment if you can. Now, let us get back to the main issue. Why do you think William Ruto's schemes and moves are worrying Rigathi Gachagua? Number one, there is the Kikuyu factor in Kenya Kwanza. By appointing Malala as the Secretary General of UDA and assigning Musalia Mudavadi additional roles in government, William Ruto is actually eroding the Kikuyu factor in Kenya Kwanza. The other day, Rigathi Gachagua was very clear that the government is kind of shareholders or shareholding. That if you voted for it, you benefit. Most people assumed that Rigathi Gachagua was referring to someone else. Rigathi Gachagua was basically referring to Musalia Mudavadi and his lawyer nation, because they're reaping where they did not really plant, in my view. So there was that kind of entitlement amongst the Kikuyus in Kenya Kwanza that UDA is their party, that the government is their party. William Ruto is trying now to erode that. Again, William Ruto was under hostage of a clique of the Kikuyu leaders who thought that William Ruto could not do anything without the Kikuyus. So by bringing in Musalia Mudavadi and taking control of the party like that, a message is being sent that the Kikuyu factor is no longer going to count. So for me, that is something which is really worrying Rigathi Gachagua, if you ask me. So that's number one. Number two, Musalia Mudavadi, based on the new roles which he has been assigned, including the one which is performing today, will sit somewhere and take credit for Kenya Kwanza success. if there's going to be any success in this government, Musalia Mudavadi will be able to take credit because he has been placed to oversee their performances. He's been placed to supervise the legislative arm. He has been assigned to chair and coordinate the legislative agenda across the country. He's actually overseeing and implementing national government policies and projects across the country. So if there is going to be any success of this government, Musalia Mudavadi will be able to take credit. And you see, like, for example, when you look at William Ruto 2017 to 2022, he was not in government. So there were Jubilee failures, but William Ruto managed to transfer those Jubilee failures to Uhuru Kenyatta. But all successes of Jubilee at that time, William Ruto took control. Like William Ruto would go to the mountain, tell people how the government has not done that, how you will do this. But any slight project which was visible, he would take credit for them. That is something which Musalia Mudavadi will be able to do. He will be able to actually take credit because he's the guy who is in charge of most of those projects. Number three is that William Ruto is now doing to Musalia Mudavadi something which Uhuru tried to take away from him. Link with the members of parliament. You know, as long as Musalia Mudavadi is coordinating and chairing the national legislative agenda, he can meet members of parliament. William Ruto has already told Rigathi Gachagua that you can't meet members of parliament. But Mudavadi can meet them in the name of implementing government policies. For example, he can meet Luo members of parliament and discuss with them about the project in the region. Something which I don't think William Ruto will easily allow Rigathi Gachagua to do. If Musalia Mudavadi, it's only that Musalia Mudavadi is a bit slow. If he was quick, Musalia Mudavadi would have now created serious network of members of parliament. He would be meeting members of parliament in their constituencies, identifying projects to be completed, new projects, meeting with members of parliament, just like that. But he's busy creating an office for the wife. And if you ask me, again, these new roles will make Musalia Mudavadi toward the country. Like, for example, if you are to oversee and implement government projects, you don't need to sit in Nairobi. In fact, I was telling, I think I did a video on this channel sometimes back when Ruto appointed Kipchumba Murkomen as the Minister for Transport. The idea behind that is basically to elevate Kipchumba Murkomen. Number one, that ministry will help him make money. That's number one. Kipchumba Murkomen is already one of the richest cabinet secretaries. The other day I was reading some newspaper, Corridor of Power, and they were like, a former senator who is now a cabinet secretary who could not afford blah blah is now shopping outside the country because he's no longer shopping where he used to shop, and that the watch he is now putting is over, I think, 1 million. And Kipchumba Murkomen came to my mind. So basically, the position Ruto has given Mudavadi will enable him to tour the country. If he wants to go to Migori, he can easily identify a project, go there to see. If he wants to go to Murang'a, he can easily do that. If he wants to go to Coast, he can do that. So Ruto is creating a conducive environment for him to tour the country at his pace, time, and whenever he wants. Unlike Rigathi Gachagua, who is waiting for William Ruto to go to Coast and then join him. Waiting for William Ruto to come to Nyanza and join him. Waiting for Ruto to go to Bomet and join him. Musalia Mudavadi can actually create his own timetable. And lastly, politics is a perceptional game. Every Kenyan is now seeing what is happening in Kenya Kwanza. That William Ruto is assigning Musalia Mudavadi morals. As much as Rigathi Gachagua's roles are defined in the constitution, perceptionally, Mudavadi is gaining. And therefore, in an ordinary circumstance, power will start shifting from the deputy president's office to the office of the prime cabinet secretary. And that explains why Ruto also facilitated the office of the deputy prime, the office of the spouse of the prime minister, so that Musalia Mudavadi's wife would also be moving around there, selling Musalia Mudavadi I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye bye for now.